Salve, my name is Géza. I'm a musician, reenactor and officer in the militia segment of the Austrian army. Welcome to my 14-day experiment, where I'm going to wear the armor of a Roman repentant soldier of the 4th century AD for 10 to 12 hours a day while eating Roman combat rations. All this is going to culminate in me scaling a 2,300 meter high mountain in full Roman combat gear. This is day 5. So, normally I would tuck up the tunic with the help of the rope or a woven band so that it's not too long under the armor, just like a belt. And then wear the sub armor over this. However, today, because it's cold outside, still not wearing any trousers, I'm gonna leave the tunic long, and that is quite a good way of helping with the cold. To present these nice kicks here. To viewers familiar with late antiquity and with fashion in late antiquity, these shoes are very well known. They're not anything special or exceptional. To people not familiar with fashion in late antiquity, these shoes might be looking quite feminine or remind a little bit of the Landsknecht's shoes that were very on vogue in the 16th century. These are a replica of shoes that have been found in Luxembourg. They are the so-called campagus type, and these campagi, they are often seen not only worn by civilians but by soldiers as well. So this is a perfectly fitting soldier's shoe. This model here is hobnailed. As you can see, it has a thicker sole and hobnails underneath. The original of this particular shoe did not have hobnails. However, there is similar shoes, typically the campagus type, that do show hobnails and traces of hobnails. So since I will use them not only in the hallways of a palace, but use them also in my experiments, and basically proving that what art of late antiquity shows, namely that such shoes were indeed also used in outdoor activities like hunting, like long distance walks, etc., etc., and also in a military context. I will just experiment with that. I will eventually also get some that do not have hobnails and not a second outer sole, just to see how long they last. Basically, I have a pair. They are a bit too big, so I couldn't use them in all the experiments that I wanted. I used them in summer last year and went hiking in full combat gear, and it was raining as well all night, and they held perfectly well. My feet didn't get wet. I mean, you have to watch out how you walk, and you don't have to jump in the next pond when you see one. So yes, you have to be careful a little bit, but generally they work. So yes, if soldiers walked about the countryside in sandals for many centuries, then this is not anything worse than sandals. If anything, your foot on the front is more protected, but basically there's not much difference insofar. So I'm going to wear them now. I'm going to run about with them in the snow. I'm today not wearing my toe-spec trousers. I'm just wearing some Udones socks and some gaiters. On the one side my heart is bleeding a little bit because these are exceptionally well made, made by a really talented craftsman in Germany, Martin Moser, very well-known household name in the scene of antiquity in general. And I just received them today in the post. Thanks, Martin. They're fitting perfectly, and of course running about with them in snow and in mud and on the street makes my heart bleed a little bit, because you kind of want to have them nice and shiny and wear them about the palaces and the marble floors. But this is for the greater good of experiment, I would say, and I'll just see how they fare.